On the 30th of January 2019, Devon would upload a video talking about the King's move. It is something that would play a huge part in his later career. The first high-profile match where we can see the King's move put into practice is at WAL 501 against Todd Hutchings. Now Todd Hutchings is an athlete who has mastered the ability to keep pulling effectively even without his wrist, utilizing the so-called Todd roll. Basically able to keep his pronator intact and side pressure strong even without the wrist. So let's take a closer look. Off the go, Devon immediately takes the wrist, but Todd, as I said, can pull without it, and he keeps stretching Devon's bicep out. Devon is then forced to rotate, and he actually pulls out a King's move.
Unbelievable! Devon turns it! Are you kidding me? Devon with the King's move! This is absurd! This is an absurd position!
And once Todd Hutchings tires out, Devon manages to put the shoulder behind, and it's 1-0 for him. Second round, Devon goes inside, sets the hook, believing he can match the power of Todd, but it's likely he realizes that a King's move is much more efficient than the hook. So he decides to rotate out once again, cracks the wrist, he holds millimeters above the pin pad, eventually tightens, climbs up, slowly gets a better position and presses down. Third round, Devon sets up the shoulder forward and presses down right off the go. Todd's arm is likely already fatigued from the previous 2 rounds, and there was no way he had enough force to stop the drive. 3-0 Devon. Now this was a notoriously dirty match, which Todd Hutchings likely would have won by today's rules. However, that was WAL at the time, and this was the start of a new strategy for Devon Larratt. And he would go on to utilize it into an even more notoriously dirty match against Dave Chaffee. Already in the first round, it's clear that Devon is imitating what Michael did against Dave. He tries rotating out once he realizes he has no chance to hold Dave conventional, but he rotates too late and Dave powers through. 1-0 for Dave. Now with Devon knowing he has to fight dirty, let's see what the second round gave us. Ready go, and Dave again overpowers Devon, moving towards the pin pad swiftly. But now this time, Devon settles into the King's move position quicker than last time. He drops his shoulder and manages to crack Dave's wrist. Dave repositions and hits again, but he is simply unable to keep his wrist. With every hit, he keeps getting stopped millimeters above the pin pad. Eventually we get to hear this beautiful stuff from Devon.
But right now, the road is bumpy, and Dave Chaffee...
And slowly but surely the horsepower of Dave diminishes, until he has nothing left. Once that happens, Devon stands up and forces Dave to give up. The third round, Dave hits, and actually hits a offensive King's move.
Chaffee has tried to pull a King's move.
Devon of course drops down as well, and he gets the hand control. Dave is simply unable to pin Devon, even if it's millimeters above the pin pad. Dave tries hitting again and again, but every time when Devon simply drops down, he can't get anything. I mean, that's just a beautiful arm wrestling right here.
And Devon Larratt is baiting him. He's talking to him. 3 fouls.
Fourth round, it's the same story. Devon stops it. It's a beautiful, beautiful double King's move. Dave keeps trying to get deep in, but there is simply no way for him.
Dave looked for a way out in that match, Ben. That was very...
This was an unbelievably controversial win, and I think if anyone else did this, except for Devon, there would be a ton of hate on that athlete. But damn, was it entertaining. Later Devon would also face someone on the left. He would face the Czech Jesus Wagner Bortolato, who's an absolute arm wrestling psychopath, and win quite convincingly, going inside, even dead moving Wagner, but a little surprise happened in the third round.
It'll be very, very hard to finish Devon Larratt from there, but I'll tell you what, he's about to!
But Devon would then lock in, he forced it inside again and get deep in. 3-1 for him, easy win.
Very close that time, and I think that
There
was
it is,
the pin.
Neil.
Yeah.
Took care of